you don't know who I am. And there's good reason for that, because I've only got 600 subscribers, so obviously you don't know who I am, apart from those 600 people. But I thought I'd make this video because when I started this 6 months ago, I was watching videos about whether it was worth starting a YouTube channel, what it was like starting a YouTube channel, to try and convince myself to actually get started and do it. But they just weren't really that relatable, because they've all got like 50 to 100k subscribers. They've already kind of made it, they're making some decent money, and it just wasn't that relatable. So I thought, why not make it while I'm still in the early stages? I've got some good advice that I think I can give you, and just an overall perspective on what it's actually like to start a YouTube channel and if it's worth it. So the first question you need to ask yourself is, why do you want to start a YouTube channel? And don't be disheartened or embarrassed to say that it's for the money, because let's be honest, we all know we're going to get paid well if this actually works out. So money is definitely a big factor in why we want to start a YouTube channel. But obviously the main reason you should be starting a YouTube channel is because, hold on, I just had to change the shot. I forgot I was changing the shot. It's, do you actually enjoy it? That's the thing. Do you actually enjoy making content? Because at the end of the day, if you enjoy something, people are going to enjoy watching you do it. Whereas if you just do something just for the money, one, you might not seem that enthusiastic about it, and two, you might actually not be consistent with it, which is the main thing that stops people from actually doing this long term and actually making it work, is because they're not consistent, because they don't enjoy it. So make sure you're actually doing something that you enjoy. Let's pull over, because this is shaky as fuck. And that kind of is the problem as well with this whole social media space as well at the minute, because obviously everyone's so used to short form content and people are going viral within days and blowing up all over TikTok and Instagram and things like that. Now that is the part that hasn't got easier yet, is people arriving while I'm talking to the camera. I'm still so embarrassed to talk in front of people that close. Hopefully I get there one day. But for now, what was I on about? Yeah, people blow up on short form content and things like that because it is so easy to do that. But you always see them go to start a YouTube channel. They always start a YouTube channel because they all know that that is the most beneficial one long term. That's why we do this, because it is the long term best performer in money wise. And you can't be expecting to blow up within days like you do on TikTok, because if you go on their accounts and then you go on their link to their YouTube, they've normally got like what, 250k on TikTok, but then you go on their YouTube, they've got like 100 subscribers, because it's a completely different ball game. It's not the same. It takes time. You can't just blow up and then hope that everyone jumps over. Sometimes they do, and don't get me wrong, some people do get very lucky. Well, not even lucky, they just make very good content from day one and get people to subscribe instantly and they just blow up. But for most people, including me, it doesn't happen that way. It's a slow grind, which is why you need to enjoy what you're doing so you don't care about how long it's gonna take. You need to be ready for a good 1 to 2 years of pure non-profit grind of making your content and posting your videos when no one's watching, to eventually get to where you want to be. So if you're looking for this short form way of doing things where you think you're going to blow up instantly, I would try and get rid of that. You might get lucky, or you might just be really good at making content from day one, but for most people, it's not that easy, and it does take time. It's a real slow grind, but for me, I don't care. I don't care how long this takes. I've been doing it for 6 months. I've only got 600 subscribers, but that's a lot of people. I've said that to a couple of people, and they've gone, oh, you're only at 600. But when you think of it, imagine 600 people in your fucking garden. That would be so many people. So it is a big number. It's just we're all filtered down now to the TikTok and Instagram numbers, where it's like thousands and thousands. And the way you have to think about it is, you just need to outlast all those people. You need to outlast all those people that are just here for a quick year of success and they're like, yep, cool, we made it, or we didn't make it, cool, I'll give up, yeah, I had a failed YouTube channel, it didn't work. They'll do that. You keep posting and you will outlast them, and in 2-3 years you will be one of those people with 100, 500, 1 million subscribers, because you stuck it out longer than those people that were looking for that short-term success. So get that in your brain and don't be that person, otherwise you just won't last. And in 2-3 years your content will actually be to a position that you want it to be. Do you know what I mean? Like right now, when you first get started, it's not going to be the best unless you're just like sick from day one. Fair play to you. But for me, that wasn't the case. My first 10, 20, 30, 40 videos were terrible, like absolutely terrible. If you were there at the start, then yeah, sorry for that, but I've deleted them now. But I've only just got to a point now where I'm kind of satisfied with them, but I still know that they're not to the standard that these people that are getting 500k, 1 million views and all that sort of stuff, they're not to that standard. So I don't expect those sort of results, because I'm I'm hard on myself where I know that I can make better content eventually. I just need to keep making the content. Wait, am I overexposed? Yes, I was. I just need to keep making content week in and week out, and slowly but surely it will keep getting better and better and better to a point where I do deserve those 1,500,000, I hope, views and subscribers. Do you know what I mean? So that's just how I think about it. You got to be realistic with yourself. Is my content bad? Probably at the start, and just keep getting better, and then you'll slowly start to see the numbers come through. You shouldn't be looking for the numbers straight away, being like, whoa, I posted it, why is no one watching it? And that is yet another thing that we can go on to, which is your niche. Not everyone might be interested in your thing that you're making videos about, but I guarantee you someone is. So don't think, for one, everyone's going to be interested in it, and don't think, two, no one's going to be interested in it. Some people don't even make videos because they're like, oh, no one cares, no one's going to be interested in this. Trust me, you will find some things on YouTube that you are surprised have even got the amount of views they do, because there is people that are interested in that thing. It could be a fucking cat swimming back and forth in a swimming pool. There'll be people that are interested in it and will watch it. So don't have that mindset before you've even started that no one's going to care, but then don't also have that mindset of everyone's going to care, unless you're in a certain niche that sort of fixes it. Like Mr. Beast, for example, he makes videos that kind of everyone in the world wants to see, like a train jumping off a cliff. Everyone kind of wants to see that. That makes everyone curious. Whereas me being like, oh, I'm doing nighttime long exposures. I've got a photography channel, by the way. Me doing long exposures of cars at night. No, if you don't care about photography, you're not going to, one, know what I'm on about, and two, even give a fuck what I'm talking about, and it probably won't even end up on your YouTube, because that's not the things you search. So you need to have that in your head as well. You need to find your audience and make videos for that audience. Don't think that everyone in the world is going to be interested in what you're doing. Obviously, you can convince them slowly but surely by like mixing in other stuff. For me, I do car photography content, so I sort of mix in the car community and try like convince them to watch the video for the cars, but then I also slip in photography to be like, aha, I got you. And then you can sort of slightly convince them to enjoy photography as well. So that's kind of how I'm slowly doing it with my channel, and it just gives me the option to post different things as well. It's absolutely boiling. Jesus Christ. Oh, what was I going to speak about? Oh yeah, there's two ways to do this, like starting the channel. You're either in a situation where you've got a job and you can't afford to just give up that job and then start this YouTube, because obviously you're not going to get paid for a long time. Well, you might, but it's likely that you're not going to get paid for a good year or so with YouTube. So you need obviously a job to pay your bills. So you might have to balance your content with the amount of hours you work. So that might be a situation that you're in. Or you do what I did, and I actually had my last job. I used to be a dancer, and I had a pot of money from the last job I did that I could use to actually quit the job and just go every single day bashing out content, to now get to the point where I'm at now, where I've got 600, nearly monetized the channel. We've got 400 to go, but I did it the more risky way. But I like doing it that way because I like putting pressure on myself that I quit the job, I've got this pot of money, I need to make this work before that money runs out. Obviously that money got quite low quite quickly, because obviously you pay bills and all that sort of stuff, but it still made me switch that part of my brain on that was like, right, I really need to make this work. And even though I still don't have a job, I freelance with my camera, so I get money from doing jobs here and there through the month, so I can continue making content. So I've got that pressure on me. But if you don't want to do that, because it is quite risky, if you've got like a house and a mortgage and all that sort of stuff, just do it alongside your day job. So just find time. You're gonna have to stay up late, extra hours at night and all this sort of stuff, but if you want it, then you'll do it. You won't care about having to stay up extra late after you've just done a full day shift. Who cares? If you want this to work, you need to slowly put in those hours each day of making the content to get the channel off the ground. But yeah, I took it the more I took it the more risky way. I started uploading like every single day, which also put me ahead a little bit because it got all the shit videos out of the way quick, but it's not sustainable. You need to think as well with a schedule of, right, do I want to stick to a schedule where I post Monday, Wednesday and Friday, which I did for quite a while, but for me with my photography stuff, I need to be like quite creative in that sort of videos and the photos I make, and rushing it wasn't giving me much time to make the videos that good and make the photos that good. So for me, I slowed down, and now I just make 1 to 2 videos a week, and if I don't have an idea, I don't have an idea, or if I do have an idea and the video's taken longer than it needs to, I will take that time to make that video a lot better. And I've seen the views actually come a lot more from that because I've been taking my time, and the quality of the videos are a lot better, and I can take my time over 3 days. I've just repeated myself 4 times there, but that's what I'm doing. But if you've got a channel where you think you could smash it out, like, I don't know, there's a guy I follow that covers F1, and he can post 4 or 5 times a week sometimes, because there's always news for him to cover about the recent drama in F1. So you just have to sort of figure out your niche. If you need time, take time. If you don't need time and you've got the space to actually just bash out a load of them and still keep the quality relatively simple, then go for it. You can do that as well. I'm sorry this road's really bumpy, but I like the car mount. But if we're being honest, YouTube's changed from when Casey Neistat days were a thing and he was posting every single day, and quantity was better than quality at that time. That's changed now. It is all about the quality of the video, and if people are actually going to stay more than 10 seconds to actually watch your video. So that's how you need to think about it. So take that into consideration when you're making your content and you're making your schedule. Quality over quantity goes a lot further in this YouTube space. So what sort of advice can I give you for starting your YouTube channel? 1, just start. No matter what gear you've got, no matter how good your videos are, just start. Don't be that person that doesn't and just thinks about it and be like, oh, when I've got this amount of gear or when I'm this good, I'll do it. Just start. Thumbnails, they are the most important thing of the video, plus the first 5 seconds, because YouTube does this thing now where you see the crazy thumbnail, what that is appealing to look at and actually click on, and then it plays instantly the first 5 seconds of the video as a little teaser in the little box. So you need to make sure those first 5 seconds are really captivating, or just draw the person's eye and actually make sense with the title and the thumbnail. The title and the thumbnail and the first 5 seconds of the video all have to intertwine, because if you've got a video that's like train jumps off of bridge and then you open the video by going, hi guys, I just moved to this house, and the person's gonna be like, well, that's not what I clicked on the video for, see you later, and they've not even pressed on it now. So it's even harder to get people to click on your videos. It's all about engagement, which is annoying because obviously you just want people to just watch it for watching it, but it is what it is. You just have to get over it and just make those first 5 seconds entertaining and link in with the thumbnail. Another piece of advice is ideas. Don't worry about taking other people's ideas or making a video that someone's already made a video about. That's not that big a deal. I watch people that are in my niche that I follow, they make a cool video, or they have an idea of an old video that I like and enjoyed, and I was like, right, I'm gonna make that video but in my own way and add my own spin on it and my own style to it. So don't think that you have to just completely have from scratch all these video ideas straight out of the bag for yourself. What are you doing? People are so impatient, man, riding at the back of me. I'm filming, all right? I'm delivering content to the people. But yeah, it's okay to take people's ideas, just make it your own, don't completely copy it, but it's good to use inspiration for other people's videos to then make your own little idea and brainstorm and maybe even come up with an idea from that. But it's okay to take ideas and turn them into your own, all right? So get that out of your head now, because people kick off about that sometimes. I'm like, it's not even that big a deal, calm down. All right, I'm holding this because we're going a bit faster, but the last thing is audio. Make sure you've got good audio, because video quality doesn't actually matter as much. We see so many people shooting on their phones on TikTok. Our brains are used to it. People don't care as much now. I just like to shoot in 4K on my camera because I like the quality, but you can get away with video. But if your audio is bad, people are gonna click off that shit because they don't want to listen to like terrible, tinny, grainy audio where you can barely hear you or you're too loud and blown out. So just invest in either a decent mic or some software where you can tweak the audio a little bit, or just stand close to the phone and make sure you prioritize audio over the shot, because yeah, that will make people click off your video very, very quickly. I use these mics. I'll leave all my mics and stuff linked below. Let's pull in here. But yeah, audio is very, very important. Do not underestimate how important it is. That's what I'm saying. So with all of that, right, is it worth starting a YouTube channel in 2023? Yes, it is. As you can see from that video, there was no negatives really. The only negatives are you're not gonna get paid straight away, and people are not going to watch your video straight away. It's a long game that you need to play, but it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. That's how I think about it. There is no possible way this cannot work. The only way it can't work is if I quit. Because if I just keep turning up and keep posting videos, even if they're shit, on a long enough playing field, the videos will get better and my audience will slowly grow. If you come back in 2 years and come back to this channel, I guarantee you I will be further than 600 subscribers, obviously, because it just keeps going and going and going. So you just need to stick around long enough to see the results. don't quit. Watch this video now, click off of this, like and subscribe, obviously, if you want to, if you enjoy photography stuff. If not, doesn't matter, don't worry. But don't come off of this video and not go make a piece of content. Come off of this video and go, right, okay, enough convincing myself, I want to start a YouTube channel. I'm going to pick up a camera, whether it be my phone or my camera, whatever, and I'm going to go make something tomorrow about anything and post it to YouTube. And then from there, you can figure out the rest and it will just keep going and going and going. All right, so hopefully that helped. A little perspective from someone who's only just started, but I will get there. Come back in 2 years and your boy will have some traction going. Anyway, I need to go home and actually try and book a job because I need money as well because YouTube's not paying me right now. I'll see you guys later.